All right, says we're live, so we're gonna give everyone a few minutes to hop on in. I'm gonna welcome everyone in as we get this started. All right, says we are live. Perfect. Kind of a surprise live stream. I was gonna do a video, but I'm like, I just want to do the live stream right now is actually what I want to do today. So I'm gonna thank everyone. Hey Bezos, what's going on, man? Let's go. Welcome in, Bezos. Right. Make sure this updates. All right. Okay, perfect. Hey, what's going on, Adam? Welcome in. All right. Refresh this. All right, cool. We got some people hopping in. Thank you all for joining in. Adam, does anyone still have a chart, the chart of rumored dividend based on the price per? Yes, I do, Adam. I can bring that up here in a minute. I will bring that up. Give everyone a few more minutes to hop in. We just started, probably around 9:05. We will start the actual live stream and go over information and things like that. But yes, thank you everyone for joining in. All right. Thank you all for on the way in to smash the thumbs up. It really helps out a lot, man. Hey, what's going on, Hal? Welcome in, buddy. Yes, sir. Matty Vision is saying feeling stunkified about next week. Yes, we are, man. I hope we get some great information. Hey, Dame, let's go. There you go, man. Let's go. Yes, thank you everyone for joining in. Refresh here. All right, we do got people hopping in. Awesome. Aaron saying MMTLP, MMAT short squeeze. Let's go. Yes. Yeah, both are priming up here, man. I'm not going to lie. Both are priming up. All right, guys. Got some people hopping in. Man, you guys are awesome joining me in here on this impromptu live stream. Hey, Pat, Win Divvy. Love the channel, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. MMTLP, MMAT, Will Moon, yes. OD Green Trader, it's been a while, bro. Let's get some positive news this week. Yes. Patience is a virtue. Yes, it is. We have been holding patience on this one since around June 28th, I believe it was, or June 27th. Yeah, what's going on, man? Welcome in. I appreciate it. Hal says $20 dividend. He's retiring. Yeah, I know Hal has like a ridiculous amount of shares. I want to say he has like 50,000 shares or something like that. That is truly amazing. David saying, any theories on the plan? We will go over all my thoughts here in today's live stream. As you know, I'm very bullish on the dividend, and all right, we got about one more minute. We'll give people time to hop in, and we will go pull out the chart here off of Twitter. We'll start out with that. If I got anyone new here, you can go follow me on Twitter at TerryZ247. We are approaching 2,000 followers, so we're 45 away. So first, earlier I did have a post out here on, let me adjust this here. Hey, Kevin, welcome back, man. Thank you for joining my live premiere earlier on GGPI on Polestar. I appreciate it. So here's a screenshot I did take earlier on this. You can see I put the little emojis on there. And this was on oilprice.com. Oh, there we go. Oilprice.com. And earlier today, WTI crude was $126. And look at Brent crude there at $130, guys. That is amazing to see. Oh, Hal has 40,074 shares of MMTLP. That's amazing. Adam Lewis says he has 750 of the MMTLP divvies, but he keeps buying MMAT every week. Awesome, man. That's all you can do is just keep averaging in. So here, of course, is the big filing. Yes, Jesse, thank you so much. Everyone give the thumbs up. This is the big filing right here, man. The Oilco Holdings, March 3rd, business entity file documents. That is the big one. All right. And I want to go down here to the chart because people wanted to see the chart. And here we go. This is, again, thanks to Market Moves, Tony. He's the one that created this chart, so I want to give him all the credit for it. Let me adjust this up to about right there. I think you'd rather see the chart than my face. So got that adjusted here for you guys. And here it is. As Tony's chart says, this is the estimated value of the dividend, being that it's a non-taxable event. And currently we're trading at about 123, and we were at 126. So right now, got to give a shout out to Hal. Thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Hal, thank you so much. Let's go. Yes, Tom, love the support, man. You guys are awesome. So if we're looking here at $123, $126 price per barrel, I mean, earlier at the 126, we're looking at $97.55 dividend. Now, that would be like ridiculous if we got that amount of a dividend. $97.55. If it was 126, 123, I mean, we're probably around $94, $95 on there, man. That is amazing. So this is the chart. Make sure you want to get this chart. You can get it off my Twitter. You can go to Tony at Market Moves Twitter and get it as well. And he has the breakdown over here. Hey, welcome in, Midwest and Big Chris. And we got Mayhem. We got Rich. Nathaniel. Nathaniel, thank you for loving the channel, man. Appreciate it. Smash thumbs up. It helps out the channel a lot. And here he has the breakdown of what he's using. He's using the same... Hey, Quaint Taint, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. We got a $10 super chat, and he says, hey, Terry, love the channel. Do you think the spin out date and payment date will be the same date? Hoping an experienced investor could address this. Hashtag Team Maryland. Yes, sir. Team Maryland. Yes. Yes. All right. So that's a great question. Black Bezos, we ride together. Thank you so much for the super chat, Bezos. Man, that is awesome, man. You guys are just overwhelming me with the super chats, man. I'm feeling very loved right now. But yes, according to this chart, now Tony made this chart using Roller Pigeon's numbers on her one video, and he gives all the credit to her, and he puts this in a nice, beautiful chart for us to look at. Now, I would like to believe that the deal is already done, in my personal opinion. Now, I think I'm going to go through a couple little events here. I'm trying to piece together how I wanted to put this together. So we had the earnings. We all know that the earnings was kind of, earnings was good and bad. I mean, yeah, I wasn't really having high expectations on the earnings, but earnings, our stock price plummeted. I mean, as we see, we're trading here at $1.47. During the regular hours, we did bump up to $1.54 after hours. MMTLP is trading at $1.60, but this here says $1.58. So, in my personal opinion, I believe the deal is already done. Now, a matter of when the deal was done, I mean, if we go and look at what the oil prices would be, just my opinion, I believe the oil prices is done. That's just my opinion. Now, I want to just go over a couple of the timeline things that I want to go over. Okay, so we had the earnings. Hear me out on this, guys. All right, so we had the earnings. Let's get this back. I'm going to talk to you all here. We had earnings. We didn't get much information about the dividend during the earnings. Lo and behold, that Friday, I believe, the 3rd, we get that filing, which was, we're going to do the timeline here together. So earnings, we got nothing. Then we get this little tidbit of information right here on March 3rd about the business entity file documents. Well, what do we get shortly after that? I got to find it because I have been retweeting a ton here as of late. And then we get this tweet right here. This is the interesting enough. So the filing happened on March 3rd, and March 5th, we get this response from George, which is, make sure I ain't got that covered. Perfect. Make sure my face ain't covering it. It says, since we did not have time on the earnings call to go into details, we are preparing a dedicated presentation event where many preferred A holders' questions will be answered. I personally fully understand everyone's frustration. We are executing a plan. Thank you for your patience. And this was here. Thank you to this gentleman right here, Kumar. And he says, with all due respect, sir, could we shareholders please get an update on MMTLP dividend? It has been many times delayed, which is a little frustrating to shareholders. A little update on anticipated date and value of dividend would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So what I'm finding is on the earnings, we had Ken Rice. William, man, thank you so much. William, buddy. Our buddy William from the Facebook group. He's one of the moderators. Go check out the Facebook group. I'm in there. I talk to William a lot. Thank you so much, William, for the super chat, man. That means a lot. You guys are amazing. William, let's go. Thank you, sir. All right. So I find it ironic that on earnings, we didn't get much information, but we had that business entity file documents hit. And next thing we know, George comes out with a tweet saying they're going to have something prepared. So that makes me believe that it is all done. I don't think this is going to be delayed. Aren't files, Courtney's asking, aren't the filings public? That I'm not sure. I don't believe they are public because as we know, oil is hush hush. They don't like to talk about much of the oil and oil deals you really won't know. So it's going to be very interesting to see here about this business entity file documents. Now, I'm going to say if this was able to be pulled up, the original person that found this and gave it to Roller Pigeons would have probably already found the documents that are attached with it. But I don't believe that there's any documents or anything attached with it because it's just a recent filing and it's probably all private under lock and key. Because as we know, they're not going to talk about anything on that. And yeah, I think as Kevin just said, they're not going to release anything before the PR. Now, maybe if George does this presentation and they give all the information out, then they can release documents. So that could be a reason as well. Oh, yes, Hal made a good point. Oilco is currently a private company, so it might be the reason. It's not like a publicly traded company. Whoa, Justin, man, thank you so much. Justin, man, thank you so much, man. You guys are just blowing it away tonight with the super chats, man. You guys are amazing. Yes, sir. Justin, I love it, man. You guys are the best. I'm trying to bring you all the updated good stuff, and you guys are just amazing tonight. Man, that is just amazing, man. You guys don't even know how much that helps. It is just like craziness here. I'm hoping this all works out for us. This dividend, man. Yes, Andrew is saying you got some good love in here, man. Good for you. Well deserved. Thank you so much, Andrew. Hal says, Justin, you the man. Yes, sir. Yes, everyone that has any, even just watching my channel, supporting my channel, liking the videos, sharing the videos, leaving a comment down there, man. It helps out a lot, man. You don't even know. YouTube, yeah, you don't even know. It is so nice, man. You guys are truly amazing. All right. So, real quick, I did want to bring you some Fintel information on MMAT. So let's go take a look at this as well. So our short squeeze score on MMAT is currently at 87.92. We are ranked 140 out of 5,528 stocks. Currently, according to the Fintel, at a leading prime brokerage, short shares that are available is 100,000. And the short bar fee is currently at a 4.3%. So I like that this has been increasing, and I want to see that keep on increasing. We got Meta67 saying, thanks, Terry. Much appreciated. Adam Lewis saying, been following you since the torch trapped me with that split. Adam, you've been following me since about mid-June then, because that's about when I started covering the torch and metamaterials. Hal, thank you so much, man. Oh, man. I should have had Mad Dog tonight, but tomorrow is a work day. Woo, you guys are amazing tonight, man. I'm feeling the love tonight. Hal, let's go, man. Thank you so much for the super chats. You guys are just, whew, I got to get a drink. Oh, man. Kevin saying, we follow you for a reason, Terry. If we do cash in, we all have to meet up in Vegas for some fun. Yes, absolutely. I did talk about this in a couple other streams and videos. If we do get a $20 or plus dividend and people want to possibly meet up, I am going on a cruise at the end of July of this year. So if anyone likes cruising, if anyone's passionate about wanting to go on a cruise, Carnival cruise, if we get that big dividend, we get cash, I will do a whole dedicated live stream or video talking about the details of that cruise. And you would just have to book the cruise yourself. I'm not going to be any responsibility for it. It's going to be up to you to get transportation there, your flights, and get into the cruise. But I can tell you, me and my wife will be there, and I would love to meet up with anyone that is a supporter of the channel and MMAT or any stock that I cover. I would love to meet up with any of you guys on the cruise ship. So that is going to be awesome. Yes, William says we could have the MMAT hangover, and Meta67 says the Meta Cruise. Yes, that's what it would be. It would be the Meta Cruise. I need to go look at the buyers because we need to see if we have any more buyers here. So none since the 28th. No more new buyers has came in. All right, what else we got here? And no really updated. We got this thing. I did cover this in a separate video. Winston says, Divvy over 50. I'm hosting an online webinar. Bird suits and Mad Dog required for entry. Yes. Yes. If we do get the big divvy cash, it's going to be a divvy cruise. That's right, a Meta Cruise. We got Justin saying, do you think we'll get some money this month? See, do I think we're going to get money this month? That one I'm kind of 50-50 on. I don't know if we're going to get it that soon. I personally just want to know what is going to happen. That's what I want to know by the end of March is, I just want to say that I want to know before the end of March what we are getting. That's what I want to know. So are we getting cash? Are we getting shares of another company? Or are we going private? I just want to know, what are we getting? Are we getting, what kind of payouts are we looking to get? What timeline are we looking at? I just want to know. I don't care if we get the payout later down the road. I just want to know 100% what my divvy is going to be worth and when I'm going to get it. That's what I want to know. That's what I need to know by the end of March. Craig Brown, thank you so much, man. All right, what do we got here? All right, we got a great question here. We're going to cover it. So, Craig, thank you again for the super chat. Terry, can you briefly summarize the need for an oil co? Also, can you speculate on why a presentation is necessary? A no-brainer to buy as much MMTLP as 160 if $20 plus is likely. Something feels off. All right, this is a great question, and I want to break it down and give you my opinion. This is just my opinion. My opinion could be right or wrong, but take this answer from just my opinion on what I think is going on. So, can you speculate on why a presentation is necessary? And okay, so the presentation is because during the earnings call, they did not get to address all of the questions about the dividend. Ken Rice briefly just gave a quick 30 seconds to a minute answer, and that was pretty much it. We didn't really get much answers, and I'm speculating that Ken didn't want to say too much because those business entity documents was not filed yet, and now that those business entity documents are filed, which are right here, now that these documents are filed since March 3rd, they can probably start putting together a presentation piece announcing of what's going to happen. So I hope that answers that part of the question. A no-brainer is to buy much MMTLP at $1.60 if 20 is likely something falls off. Okay, so you got to kind of, so on this part of it, I'm going to explain why I feel that this hasn't exploded yet. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to go back to this chart here because I like this chart a lot. Okay, so the reason that there's a lot of shorts from the torch days on this, guys, a lot of shorts. There's a lot of shorts on the torch days, and they have to have these shares. They have to pay out the dividend when it's announced. So they're going to have to pay out MMTLP, the cash dividend, whatever it is, or buy MMTLP. And they want to be able to buy these shares as cheap as possible. As we know, if all of these shorts started to buy MMTLP at once, what would happen? MMTLP in its sense would squeeze because there'd be so much buying pressure and no selling pressure. So in a sense that they want to keep this down low and hope the longer it dries out that people become impatient because they feel a lot of retail investors are impatient and will not hold on. So that is my opinion. They want to buy these as cheap as possible. But once they announce what it's going to be, it's locked in. Like these MMTLP will come off the market. Once they announce exactly what it's going to be, there will be no longer trading. They will come off the market. So I think the shorts are just wanting to keep this as low as possible. They'll buy it all up as it comes down, just enough to raise it back up. You notice we haven't really had it around that $2 mark. It goes up to $2 and they drive it back down. So they'll buy them up, get the price up, to $1.80, $2, and then they start shorting it back down. And that's what they do. They're hoping people see the $2, the dip off, and they're going to be buying the dip. So they'll buy it up and get the price up $2, and then they're going to short it back down to $1.50, $1.60, and hope to buy those shares down there and not really draw much attention to it. So I hope that answers your questions on there. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Adam, I know, man, Adam, that is crazy over there in the Russia situation. That is nuts. William, I don't want to feel like Clark Griswold with his Xmas bonus. Yeah. Sheila saying it sounds too good to be true. I can understand why people would say that. Adam saying going shop for a tank chopper hybrid. Yeah, Hal has a great point here. George has to be careful with amounts and timing due to shorts having to cover. Big chess move coming, exactly. And Williams says, protect the king. Yes. We got a comment here. Did George say exactly what he's going to do at the Divvy presentation? No, he did not. He did not say what he's going to do at the Divvy presentation. He did not say what he's going to do. But we may see something announced this week. That is possible. We do know we're supposed to see something by March. So like I said, I find it ironic that we got on the 3rd, we got the business entity file documents, and on the 5th, George comes out and says he's going to prepare a presentation. So that to me just sounds pretty ironic that we got those two things coming up right now. And I'm telling you, man, this month of March is going to be wild. I think we're going to get a lot of information and a lot of answers. Aaron says, I expect to squeeze like Newegg last year to 70 or so. Yes, on MMAT. Yeah, I agree, man. It could happen. There is the thing out there that if, depending on how this whole dividend plays out, the shorts could be forced to buy MMAT as well. That is possible. If there's no MMTLP to buy, and if there's maybe no cash dividend, they may be forced to buy MMAT, which would cause a heck of a short squeeze on that because there's a lot of naked shorting going on MMAT currently and probably all these retail investor stocks. We got to go back and take a quick look at the oil prices. We were at 124, now we're at 123.8. Yeah, but we're keeping an eye on that. All right. All right, we got a comment here on Kevin. I know we all want our dividend, fellow investors. We have to all have a reason to be frustrated, but just remember, the longer it takes, the higher the oil prices are going. The delay may pay off for us. That is a good point. That is true. That's a very good point. All right. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye here on the oil prices as I go and down in the comments and answer all y'all's questions, because that's what I wanted to do. Come out with that little bit of a timeline. On the 3rd, the business entity file documents happen. On the 5th, George comes out and says they're going to prepare a presentation on MMTLP. Earlier that week, we had the earnings, and they just briefly brushed that under the rug. Didn't really want to talk about it too much. Yeah, so I personally believe whatever the deal is, it is done. I believe the sale or the spin out is already done. I believe it's done by now, and I believe it probably would have happened maybe January or February. It could have happened, and maybe we will get some kind of answer here coming up, because I believe it was like around January there was that press release, so it had to be sometime after that. And they probably had to finish out the drilling and making sure they could, maybe come up with those numbers that we were saying. The 3.2 billion barrels of oil according to NextBridge. So that is possible. Sean, thank you so much. Thank you, Terry. Yes. Love the emojis there, man. Yeah, so Craig here is saying, Craig Brown, I can tell you trades on MMTLP are slow to execute. Yeah, and I'm telling you, is that I don't think there's much out there. And I believe the shorts are trying their best to keep it down as low as possible, because they don't want to draw any attention to MMTLP. They're probably hating people like me, Roller Pigeon, Tony Market Moves, Ali from Trading Secrets, the people that are kind of bullish on the preferred share dividend payout. We are pretty all bulls on what we think this thing is worth and what we believe this thing is worth. Because if you just go off what the Torch estimated what they had, and you do the numbers, what Roller Pigeon and Tony from Market Moves has, you have to kind of agree this dividend cannot be like $1 to $5. It doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense. Hey, Dallas, what's going on? Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. William's asking a great question. What was the date the NextBridge site was shut down and updated? God, I do not remember the date of when that happened. But I remember I had to scroll back in my videos on that. But I do remember covering all that. God, I just can't remember going back that far. That's the thing. I just don't remember going back that far. Aaron says he bought 310 MMTLP on Tuesday. Last week, it went through fast. Wasn't Tuesday the earnings? Oil now is 128. Did it really jump up that much? Well, we got WTI crude 123, and we got the Brent crude at 127.8. So yeah, oil is still up there very nicely. Yeah, oil is just nuts right now. Rob USA, hey Terry, why is the short squeeze only speculation? Aren't there rules and regulations that make it black or white? Why the gray area? Well, the short squeeze is going to come when the shorts are forced to buy. That's when it's going to happen. When they are forced to close out the positions. So I think once the divvy is announced and dividends are paid, that's when we're going to start seeing some possible squeeze action coming. That's what I'm thinking. Chris here is saying, are you still into MMAT or moved to MMTLP? I'm into both. I have both. Yeah, I have both. MMAT, MMTLP. I'm currently with my MMAT. I'm currently holding because I'm actually been buying more MMTLP. I try to buy a little bit each couple days. Just keep slowly adding to the position and basically just keep adding into it. I believe we're going to get a higher return for MMTLP than MMAT. So I'm currently holding all my MMAT shares, and I'm just currently slowly accumulating MMTLP right now, and that is what I've been doing. We got Bunny here saying, if we were expecting a good dividend, why MMTLPs are still available for buying? People should have been holding and not selling. That is a great point, but there's a lot of impatient people out there, and I think there is a lot of people that don't really keep up with their investments. So I think a lot of people is going to... What's that there? Got a thing. Sorry, just going over, had a couple messages come through. But yeah, so a lot of people just probably open up their brokerage. They see that they have some kind of dollar amount in there, and they're just like, sell. I'll take my money. Hey, Sandra, welcome to the stream. Let's go. Sandra, one of the OGs here. Yes. Thank you, Sandra, for joining. We're going over a lot of great information in today's live stream. We covered a little timeline. So we had the earnings on Tuesday. Hey, Wancho, what's going on? Aaron is saying, Ryan Cohen just bought a large stack of Bed Bath & Beyond. We're going to see a BBIG squeeze like GameStop. Reddit going crazy. Wow, that's very interesting. I didn't hear about that because I've been here on the stream. Mark saying, Terry missed my question. Let me go back to Mark's question. Oh, okay. Sorry, Mark. Terry, if it was sold in February, what would it consider? Would it still consider today's price? I don't believe so. If they finalize on a deal in February, they would not probably consider today's prices. If they signed the contract, I believe that those prices would be locked in during February, and that would be to the upside or downside. So if the deal was done in February, let's go to WTI crude, and let me pull up the chart here. And let me just see if I can pull up a nice big chart and look at the 1 year chart. So if we look at February, I mean, it's still like $90, $93, $90 in February, $90 to $93. So yeah, it didn't, even at the end of February, it's 91. So if we go back to the chart and WTI crude, let's say we get a $90 price, even though it's a lot higher now. But let's say we're averaging at the $90 to $95 price target, because that's what we're seeing here in February. Sorry, my head's a little big there. There we go. But here you can see February, like February 7th, $91. February 11th, $93. The 17th is $90. The 23rd, 25th is $91. So let's go back to the chart, and let's just say we're looking at a $90 to $95 price point. So even back here, guys, if we go back to February prices, a $90 barrel per oil price, we're looking at a $61.61 dividend. If we look at $95 on the oil, we're looking at a $66.74 dividend. I'm not going to cry over that dividend if we get $61 to $66. I'll be jumping for joy if we get that kind of dividend, $61 to $66. You best believe I'll be jumping for joy if we get that dividend. And that's back at the February prices. If we just close that deal on March the 3rd, let's go back to the chart here. Here we go. Oil charts. See if I can get a March the 3rd price here. Oh, I just had it. So on March the 3rd, WTI was at $107. Just roughly. We're roughing it here, guys. We're roughing it. And at $107, I mean, you can see the prices here. Yeah, so at $105, looking at a $77 dividend. At $110, we're looking at an $82 dividend. So yeah, I mean, to me, if we're looking from February to March 3rd, we're looking anywhere from a $61 to $82 dividend. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to cry if it's a $61 dividend. I'm going to be freaking jumping for joy. I mean, yeah, I'm not even going to cry if it's a $40 dividend, $40 dividend, man. I'm not even going to cry over that. But even if we go from the February up through March, I mean, we're looking at 61 to 82. So, yeah, that's a hell of a dividend if we go by that price. So I hope that answers your question there, Mark. That is a great question. Adam saying, Terry, do you still believe we will see MMAT above $6 this year? That is a great question, and I'm going to go over that. All right, so my price target for MetaMaterials, MetaMaterials price target is $6.50. $6.50 is my price target for MMAT for 2022. Now, I did not know we were going to have inflation issues. I didn't know we were going to have a war. I didn't know we were going to have a lot of economic troubles, the rising gas prices, possible recession. So if the economy can get back to normal, the war can be over, the recession isn't gonna happen, and we have a lot of things like that. I think that we could see, once the market starts to recover and the small cap stocks recover, I believe MMAT could hit that if we get the recover and they produce we need some big news and deals, man. That's what we need. News and deals, and I think we get there. Mark, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I'm glad I could give you an answer on that. Mark, let's go. Thank you, sir, for that. Much appreciated. All right, let's go back to the comments. We got a lot of comments here. We're pushing up to 200 people, and I'm trying to get to everyone's comment. Chris Cannon, love your energy. Thanks for doing this. Yes, thank you, Chris, for joining, man. Richard K says, look like the price of oil going from January to February is ranged from $80 to $90 a barrel. If the deal was doomed in that time, 26 to 30 in the spin out scenario and 51 to 61 in the divvy only scenario. Yeah. So even at a $26 dividend, I'm going to be super excited. $26 divvy. I'm going to be tickled to death. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'll be tickled to death with a $26 dividend. And that's on the low end, guys. Hal Williams says he's buying 650 MMTLP tomorrow. I am going to go in and buy the little bit of cash that I do have left over in my Fidelity account. And I'm going to buy whatever. I think I have $200 or something in there, maybe. I don't know. I think I may have I have a couple $100 in my Fidelity account. And whatever's in there, I'm going to buy MMTLP tomorrow, and I'm going to post that. I'm going to take a screenshot of it, and I will post it on Twitter, and I will also post it in my YouTube community section so you guys can see what I buy. Whatever cash I have in my Fidelity, I'm going to take it and buy MMTLP tomorrow because, yes, I just want to get a couple extra shares. If I get 100 extra shares, 125 extra shares, I'll be tickled with that. All right. Kevin saying I was thinking just around 75, Terry. Yes. Kevin saying 90. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be tickled if it's 90. But I'm not going to cry if it did happen back at the 26 to 40 range or the 60 to 80 range. I mean, yeah, higher the better, of course. Victor G is saying gas buddy, not my buddy anymore. Yeah, true. Gas in my area is $3.99 right now. So the other day I did have to fill up my gas tank. I was a bit above half a tank, and I have a good car. It gets great gas mileage, and I actually had to put about $30 of gas in it. Man, that's nuts for half a tank. That's crazy. We got Hal here saying different opinion on that, Terry. Often contract is written so price goes up or down. It adjusted on leverage past and future. Guess what? Oh, Hal, I'll tell you what, man. Hal, I like your comment, man. I hope that is correct of what Hal says. Like I said, I'm no expert in the contracts. I guess it depends on the contract, and maybe oil does have that because the buyer and the seller is protected. Because, yeah, I mean, if you lock in a contract, and what if oil would just go down to basically worthless again? That poor buyer is getting shafted. And I could see it maybe going the other way as well. So, Yeah, I can see it going. I hope that's correct, Hal. That'd be fantastic because the longer this contract's taking, the more we're seeing the price of dividend going up. That's for sure. Sandra liked Victor's comment. We got Kevin saying it really depends on the finalized deal. They may have to start paperwork in February, but who knows? They signed the bottom line. Wancho saying no, and George maybe $3 to $6. Hey, even this is crazy enough to say. Even at a $3 to $6 at a $3 divvy, I'm like 150% my investment. At a $6 divvy, I'm over 300% my investment. So I'm happy even at that. I'm like 300 to 400% at a $6 divvy. But I don't think that it could be $3 to $6. It just doesn't make sense if it would be $3 to $6 because of the math of if the barrels of oil is 3.2 billion barrels of oil. If that is confirmed, there's no way we get a $3 to $6 divvy. All right. Sly saying Terry's realistic. Yeah, I'm trying to be as real as I can. Are there any totes in MMTLP? Jo is saying. Hang on here. We got to see a super chat popping in. Hal, thank you so much, man. Hal saying, buy MMTLP with this and other donations I sent. Hal, I will do that, buddy. I'm going to take that picture tomorrow and post it here on the YouTube community post. And I'm going to post it on Twitter as well. So, yes, I will be buying MMTLP tomorrow. And you will see me post that screenshot tomorrow. I'll buy it. I'll take the screenshot. Now, I'll do it when I can at work. I may have to wait till lunchtime to buy it, but I will buy it and put it out there sometime throughout the day. All right. Man, you guys are awesome. I've got to go back up to the comments. I saw Hal's donation there, man. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. All right, so I stopped there. Courtney here says, if we get paid shares in a spin-out company, do you know if the original Torch MMTLP purchase date will transfer to the new holdings to determine long-term or short-term capital gains? That is a great question, Courtney. I never thought about that, actually. Yeah, I would think they'd have to have the original purchase date. I would believe that would transfer over, but that is a great question. Maybe we can get George and them to answer that in the presentation. That is a fantastic question. Now, I would believe that it would transfer over, and if not, it may transfer from when they gave you that original share. So I think at the end of June, the beginning of July, when those preferred shares showed up, I would believe that that would be the purchase date, because that's when they gave it to you. So I think it would go by that. John said, did no one see these things coming? We got Marcus saying, I wonder when this presentation will be released. I really hope it's this week. Hoping for Friday. Yes, I'm hoping as well. All right. Sorry, guys, I'm catching up here on the comments. I think I might have went too far. Oh, here we go. Honestly, here we got. I covered Marcus. Yes. Craig Brown, honestly, $10 dividend is a 6x on your money. That would be incredible. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even a $10 divvy is a 6x on your money right now. And I'm going to be happy with that. I mean, of course, I'll be sad it's not the 60 or the 70 and the $80, $90 dividend, but still, I'm going to be happy. All right. Sorry, I think I went up too far. Trying to keep up with the chat. All right, so we got Dustin here saying, pretty sure the divvy is over 15 bucks. Most people is going to reinvest 50% of the profits. This would send MMAT into the 20s and beyond, but that would be short-lived. Yeah. And then we got Hal saying, MMAT short squeeze coming, just one man's opinion. Yes, agree. At that price, John saying, at that price, I might recoup some losses from the merger. Can I please post? Darwin is saying, can I please post this live after? John saying, 408 price here in Florida. Wancho says he needs the Polestar. Yes, I need a Polestar. I need that divvy to be $90 so I could buy me one of those cool Polestar O2s. The concept Polestar, man, that would be phenomenal. We got Akil, thank you. Says thank you, Terry. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining. We got Adema here saying thank you as well. We got Mark saying gas is $4.50 in Philly. Sandra Lee is saying I used premium in my BMW and it was $71 to fill it. Wow, $71. Yeah, I put $30 of the cheap grade, 87 grade gas, and it was $30 for a little over little less than a half a tank actually. It said Seattle, Washington, $5.39 for gas. Sean is saying $4.99 in California. Big Chris saying Sterling says dividends 1 to 3. I mean, that's just his opinion. He don't want to have any high expectation on it. He has his dividends, but he's just having low expectations. That's his right to do that. Robert Armstrong, hail Meta. Yes, sir. Hail Meta. Bunny says, put your money in MMTLP and buy an electric car. Yeah, I would love to have that car, but I don't think I could spend that kind of money on a car, in my opinion. I'm sure that car is going to be probably like $100,000. I just couldn't, even if I got that money, I don't think I could spend $100,000 on a car. I just don't think I could sit down and do that. First, I'd probably want to pay off my mortgage. Would be the first thing I'd look to do is get my mortgage and my current vehicles paid off. Big Chris saying $111.11 divvy. Yes, sir. Hal Williams saying $4.79 gallon diesel upstate New York, 130 to fill a truck. Ouch. Wow. We got Marvin saying Biden give the green light to give Poland fighter jets. That's going to make oil go up. Oh, man. We got Twizzle saying let's go. Sonny saying hopefully divvy price is the day when the contract is signed. Yes. Dustin Wright saying holding strong on 45,265 MMTLP shares at $30 divvy gives me 1.3 million. I will reinvest 80% in MMAT. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yes. Twizzle saying did GP say what date he's going to hold the Q&A? No, he did not give a date. He just said right here. Pull it back up here. No, he did not give a date. But we are expecting here in March, guys. That's what we're expecting. We're expecting here in March. Yeah, so we are hoping for that. Wancho saying the futures are looking bloody for tomorrow. Oh, man. Sean's giving Dustin a thumbs up. Nick here saying 550 regular in California, Los Angeles. Wow. Hal saying I'm busting and use money for whatever you want. Guys, I appreciate all the support in them super chats. People also joining the membership. If you see people in there that has a little logo around their name, they can also in the if you click the blue join button or you click the money sign, you can join and become a channel member as little as $2.99 a month for the bronze, $9.99 for the silver, and there is a bigger one there you could join as well per month, and things like that. And it does help out the channel. You can do the custom emojis that you see there, and it does help out a lot. All right. John saying never pay off your mortgage. Oh, if you ever get sued, they could take your house if your mortgage is paid off. Well, I live a pretty squeaky clean life, so I'm not worried about anyone really suing me. That's for sure. All right, so we got wow, Akil saying 5100 MMTLP. Let's go. Yes, sir. Dallas has a question here. What is your opinion? One will think what happened when the divvy is announced. You think it'll run up pretty quick, just MMTLP or both MMAT? I believe, Dallas, there could be a little bit of both, because there could be a little bit of maybe shorts are scared that they may be forced to buy MMAT as well. So I believe it could be a little bit of both. Now, I do believe MMTLP will run up probably higher. But I do believe we could see a run up on both, in my opinion. Now, like I said, I think MMTLP will probably run more than what MMAT is going to run, but we never know. MMAT could run as well. All right, what do we got here? Supreme Judge, 11K shares. Let's effing go. Yes, sir. MMTLP, let's go. Wow. That is amazing, man. I love hearing that. All right, we'll go back here and take a pop look at the oil charts. $124 for WTI and $127 for Brent crude. All right, we got a comment here. Bunny is saying, if anyone's expecting a divvy less than $3, should sell it around $2. Why wait for the divvy? Get money sooner. Yeah. Agreed. I just don't see the math of how it could be $3 or $2. I guess the only way we'll ever know is if they announce what is discovered in these drilling. That's when maybe things could change. Maybe they're going to have like a presentation of the findings of the results from the drilling. Maybe we're going to have something from that. And maybe then they can announce how many barrels of oil it really is. If it's less than 3.2 billion barrels of oil, that will change the calculations because we have to go on the barrels of oil is in those calculations by Roller Pigeons and Tony. Now, if there's more barrels of oil projected in that land, that's going to increase those charts. So this presentation could get very interesting. It could go good or bad really quick. Like I said, if they produce more than 3.2, because that torch chart that was floating around out there, 3.2 was on the low mid end. It wasn't even the high end. Yeah, Supreme agrees with Bunny. Meta 67 said MMAT will squeeze. Yeah, and I agree with Twizzle on this comment. If GP is giving details about the divvy, a sale must be completed, in my opinion. I agree 100%. I believe a sale must be completed if he's going to come out for presentation. And I believe in the presentation, we're going to get those numbers from the torch drilling. I believe they're finally going to release the drilling results. What has been found in the drilling. And that is going to be key, very key to the, that. All right. Steeler Army. MMTLP runs higher than announced divvy price. Will you sell? Capital gains versus divvy taxes. Yeah, you know, I'm going to have to, if that would happen, I would have to consider tax purposes. What is going to bring on the tax, what's going to be best tax advantage for me? So I would have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, because you're talking a large amount of money coming in, and taxes is going to play a key part of that. Oh no, Joe, we cannot have the can kicked down the road, man. I'm telling you. And here's what we need though. We need 100% answers of what we are getting. We need to know. Now, we don't have to have it in March, but we need to have the chapter close of what is going on and what we are getting. If we do not get any definite answers of a payout or timeline of when that payout's going to happen, there could be a lot of it could be bad. It could be, I mean, it's already getting bad. I mean, we're talking since late June, let's say early July of last year. I mean, you're talking a lot of time people has in this, and I'm hoping that it can do that. Yes, Twizzle saying, I hope market moves and Bird Lady's estimate is accurate. I hope so too. And like I said, those numbers off this chart here, I'm going to pull it back up. Let me pull up Tony's chart here again. All right, so right here, we're looking at his chart, and he has right here the cost of goods sold, $30 per barrel. Estimated reserves, 3.2 billion barrels. This came estimated from the Torchlight presentation, guys. That's what this came from. Now this was on the low end. I believe the Torch had up to like 4 million or 4 point something million projected. So yeah, like I said, this is on the low end of projected Torch estimates. Now this could be a low number, and these dividend numbers could change actually. Crazy enough, when you think, is it possible we can get a $90 dividend? It is possible. It really is. If these numbers are correct, you best believe that it is possible. All right. getting caught up to the comments. Yes, and Courtney made a good point here. Watch Market Moves. Last few videos, he explains exactly why MMAT and MMTLP will run up when the divvies announced. I agree. Andrew Prince is saying they spent $14 million on drilling. May be good news. I agree. Twizzle saying I'm buying more MMAT with divvy money. Gearson, T-Stonks, I was watching your Polestar video and I see YouTube WhatsApp bots scammers in your. Oh no, we got the YouTube WhatsApp bots. I'll have to go in there and remove them. I try to remove them when I can, but they just don't stop, man. They just create accounts and come after us YouTubers. But thank you for bringing that to my attention, Gearson, and I will go take care of that after we get done the live stream here today. When is GP dropping the news by OEM, right? EOM, yeah. Well, he's gonna have the presentation coming out. We don't know when. Hopefully, we will get an update from that. All right, so we got Rich here saying it's going to be fun to watch MMTLP shares run if George announced a 20+ divvy. I think middleman will shut down trading to avoid a run up. Yeah, I believe so. I believe there is a lot of the synthetic shares out there. Twizzle saying that there's no date yet, and they'll do something shady, which I do believe. Dustin thinks that we're giving George too much credit. The presentation will probably be a fat nothing burger. I don't believe so. Dustin. I don't agree with that comment. I don't believe that's going to happen. I believe we're going to get some good answers out of this. Now, if we do get a nothing burger, I will be upset. I'm not going to lie. I will be upset if that is possible. All right. All right, so we got caught up on all the comments. All right. After all, I got to take another drink. We got caught up on all the comments. And yeah, going back, well, like I said, all retail investor stocks, if you go back and look at the last 6 months, I mean, this chart right here is all retail stocks. There's no difference. So it ain't just metamaterials, guys. Like I said, this isn't just metamaterials. This is all retail stocks right now. Go back and look at the 6 months chart on retail stocks. You're going to see the same chart, the very same chart. There is no technical analysis on that chart. It's just slide down. Yes. All right, so let's go here and do another reload. I do want to thank everyone for joining in, man. We have 193 people right now. You guys are amazing. All right, Martin says, buy. Yes, you know what's crazy? Oxy. I was following Oxy and I saw that thing run and I'm like, no. I saw Oxy run. All right. All right, guys. Endo. I don't think I heard of Endo. So we got Dallas here saying, if all MMTLP stock isn't bought up for some reason by the time divvy paid, would it be possible for the divvy to be bigger since not all stocks are owned? Well, I think what's going to happen is if they announce the divvy price is going to be, let's say, $50, everybody is going to be running to buy that freaking MMTLP. Now, that's saying if it's still trading at that point. If it's still trading at that point, then yeah, it could be very interesting. Because they did say once they announce it that it would go off the market. But if it's still on the market, maybe we could have a big squeeze in MMTLP. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We got, yeah, I agree with Judge here. MMAT has something like 250 patents and some groundbreaking products and techs by Judge. Yes, I agree. IMPP could be interesting play tomorrow. What kind of? Oh, Supreme Judge is saying it'll be in the market 10 days after it's announced. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to show you something here on a couple charts that I can show you that I have thoughts on BP or Shell. I don't have any thoughts right now, but I'm going to show you a couple stocks. I think it was MCI stock. Nah, not MCI. Hang on a second, guys. Hey, good night, Hal. Thank you so much for the super chats and joining in tonight, man. Hey, Jenny, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much, Jenny. Jenny with a funny comment here. Korean superstition, dream of poop and substantial wealth is headed your way. Last week, I dreamt of a woman threw poop in my face. I'm looking at $64. I am happy with $64. Let's go. I love the Korean superstition. I love it. I love it. That's a great comment. All right. I got to pull up a... Hey, Wazir. Welcome, man. Yeah, keep going on with the Korean superstition. I think we're all going to like that. I got to pull up the stocks real quick. I have them in my stock twit saved of these stocks that did dividends once they are announced. I just got to find it. Yes, it is MIC stock. MIC stock. All right. This is going to be an interesting chart here, guys. Yeah, look at this chart. They announce a dividend and boom. So this is what happens when you announce a dividend. It shoots up, and when they pay out the dividend, boom, it drops down. So that's what would probably happen to MMTLP. Let's say they announce the dividend. Like this one here, MIC announced a $37 dividend, I believe. So the stock price went up to like, $40. And they paid the $37 dividend, and it's been down at $3 ever since. Yeah, so keep that in mind, guys. That's what will happen. That's probably what we're going to see. Now I'm going back to the stream here. All right. Catching up. Yeah, Supreme saying anything over 20, I'm going to go nuts. Yes. Rich is saying, do we know the next round of drilling is due or only 4 wells this year? I don't know if they have to do any more drilling, in my opinion. I don't think they do. All right, Wazir. What did I miss? Been busy this weekend. Oh, man, Wazir, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Jenny's saying, I'll take 69. Hal says, me too. And I'll take 69 as well. Hal saying, I'll see you on the rich side. Bunny here saying, check out INDO up 800% in 3 weeks energy stock. It's squeezing because of war. Wow. INDO. Let's take a look at it real quick. We have time to go over some other stuff. I do got to catch up Wazir real quick on some of the stuff we covered. Wow. Look at that. That's what I'd like to see MMAT do right there, or even MMTLP. Let's go. Wow. Yeah, look at that. I mean, right here in February, $3, $4, $5, and moon. Wow. Now that is a chart. There's no analyzing that chart. That's just straight moon. That's what that is. Wow. It hit $48.99. Wow. And Kevin is saying IMPP. Let's check that out. IMPP. Oh, yeah, a little bit more affordable stock here in our range. Let's go to the last 6 months. Okay, so it was trading at $7.50. It's been on the down tick. And it was down here to $7.50. 49 cents it got down to. And now it's been on a moon mission here ever since this war has broke out. And since February 18th through today, it is up 589%. Wow. Wow. Yeah, CEI. Yes, let's look at CEI. That's one I have bought before. Currently at 78 cents. And if we look here, it was just 57 cents on at 125, and then it shot up. It's up 41% in the same day. Let's go. BBIG is in a buy zone. Yes. Jenny here posted a couple stock tickers. IMPP, CEI, IO, and MULN Mullen. I am currently a shareholder of Mullen. I did take I'll have to disclose, I did take a very small position. I just bought 200 shares. I just wanted to get into the stock small. So this ticker here, MULN, this is a very manipulated stock, to say the least, Mullen. We have, whenever I've covered some of the crazy DD on this a little bit. But yeah. All right, we had a great comment here. It was from Gordon McDonald. I think we're getting a straight up stock swap. Was a cash-rich oil company, and he says that the oil company has a large float. We all sell the oil stock. It has a large float at 100 price, correct? And they'll just get gobbled up. If the price comes down, they're just going to buy it up because oil is mooning right now. Exactly. Yeah, KO saying CEI more affordable, keep a watch. Yeah. CI is an interesting one to keep an eye on. Let's go take a look at the oil futures here. $125 for WTI crude and $128 for Brent crude. Yeah, Kevin is saying, hey, Terry, there are more failure to delivers on Mullen than actual. Yes, there is. Yeah, Mullen is a very interesting stock, to say the least. I do have to do some more research on that one. But MULN is interesting from what I pulled up on the Fintel. And I did already give you all. All right, so if Wazir is still here, leave a comment. I'm going to give a quick rundown to Wazir. So if you're here, Wazir, leave a comment. And I want to give you a quick update on what we went over. The little timeline I find very interesting, to say the least. All right, perfect. So Wazir is here. I'm going to do a quick rundown again for him. All right, Wazir. So you know we had earnings on Tuesday. There was really no update. Ken kind of gave a quick couple-minute little talk on it. People did not like it. The stock went down. I believe the shorts manipulated that. Ironic enough, March the 3rd, we get this document here from Oilco Holdings saying that the business entity filed the documents. How ironic enough, on March the 3rd, we get that. Then showing up here, on March the 5th, George comes out and says that we get this tweet, which I'm sure you saw. And now he's going to do a preferred A holders questions answer. He's going to do a whole dedicated presentation. So I find that very interesting that as soon as that Oilco business entity documents are filed, that George now comes out and says that we're going to have this presentation coming up. So that is my timeline. I think that's very interesting. I believe the deal is done. I believe we're going to find out exactly what's going to happen. Maybe he's going to break down exactly what's going to happen in the deal. That would be interesting. All right. What is the float on Mullen? Yes. Now, I want to go over, we can go over that real quick. Let me go to Mullen. Now, keep in mind, MULN. All right. Still showing that. Here we go. And if I go here to institutional owners. All right. So according to Fintel, which uses Capital IQ, MULN Mullen has a current shares outstanding at 34.9 million. Now, like I said, that can be always updated. And there we go. So that is the current shares. Let's just round it up and say 35 million shares. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, he says they got a plan. That's an important key word. Oh, yeah, and the other thing I wanted to cover on Mr. George, thank you. I don't know why I didn't think about this. So I wanted to go back and talk about this here. So we got this important tweet. And there's the one I did this video on. It was a reply. Yes, let me go to his replies. Okay, yes. So I find this very interesting. I think this is the one I was talking about. On March the 2nd, he said here that he wants to thank all the MetaMaterial shareholders and analysts who dialed in today for the annual results and presentations discussed. 2021 was a transformational year, but yet we are not yet satisfied. Expect progress, like say platform, innovative Q&A. Stay tuned for Q1. This is the one I forgot to put in there. He posted this on March the 2nd. What happened the next day? So, yes, if you want ticker symbol, yes. So Timothy here, if you read his comment, Moon Market, I did talk about this in the video I did on Polestar. Someone was asking in the comments. So Mullen might have more shares diluting coming up, so keep that in mind as well. Go check out Moon Market if you want to get a great video on MULN. He will give you all the breakdown on that. Yeah, so go check Moon out. All right, William says he sent me something. I will check that out after I do this little discovery. All right, so here we go. March the 2nd, George does this post saying he wasn't happy about the presentation. And, well, they're not satisfied. We're not yet satisfied. Expect progress, like say platform. Stay tuned for Q1. Okay, well, Q1 only has the month of March left. So we don't got much time left. Stay tuned for Q1. We go back here, and the next day, well, hang on. George did that post, and on March 3rd, the business entity documents are filed the next day. So this is getting interesting. George says, stay tuned for Q1. Then on March 3rd, the documents are filed. Then on March 5th, we get this post. Yeah, right here. On March 5th, we get this post. And here's what I'm thinking, guys. Keep this in mind. I am thinking that they could not talk about anything in that earnings call about the dividend because those business entity documents was not filed yet. They were filed the next day. So they did not be able to get to play. They didn't get to announce anything. They couldn't have time to make the presentation. And now they have time to make a whole presentation. They're going to give it to us. So I'm a little excited. Like I said, going off those tweets, I think we're going to get a heck of a deal. Yeah, so that's what I think it's going to be. Darwin saying, Terry, do you think the dividend may be $6 and or above? Yes, I do believe we're going to see a lot better than a $6 dividend. Now, like I said, this is all based on what we get in the drilling estimates from the Torchland. So, yeah. Okay. William saying that, hey, Terry, I sent you DOJ announcement, Facebook Messenger. Okay, hang on a second here, William. Oh, they're on Twitter. Okay. These on AMC to Moon. All right, so let me go up here. Let me pull up his Twitter. AMC underscore. Oh. Underscore to ape. Oop. Here we go. Has 32,000 followers. William sent me these tweets. And let's see if we can find them here. Talking about the DOJ. When did he post these? All right, here we go. Is it the one post here, William? Yeah, I think this is the one. Let me get back to the chat here. I think this is the one we need to watch. Could play it for us on here. Yes, we're going to play it. When will George do the presentation? All right. Let me pause this. Get this back. Wow, this video has 65 1,000 views. And this was posted 5 hours ago. Wow. All right. So he says here, the DOJ is coming, Kenny. Okay. All right, so let's go.
Numerous joint task forces and strike forces dedicated to a wide of corporate crimes. A second important force multiplier
Hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second. I got to, let me deactivate my camera for a second, the video capture, and let me get this volume up. And we're going to play this video and we're going to watch it. All right, so here we go.
Numerous joint task forces and strike forces dedicated to a wide range of corporate crimes. A second important force multiplier is data analytics. We are using big data, our own and the data of other departments and agencies, to identify payment anomalies that are indicative of fraud. And we have provided the Criminal Division's fraud section with a new embedded squad of FBI agents to further strengthen our ability to bring data-driven corporate crime cases nationwide. This represents an enormous expansion of the data analytic work we first applied to healthcare fraud when I supervised the fraud section as a Deputy Assistant Attorney General. The third force multipliers are the defense counsel in this audience, or at least those of you who represent corporations and their boards of directors. As the Deputy Attorney General reported when she spoke with you last fall, we have restored prior department guidance making clear that to be eligible for any cooperation credit, companies must provide the Justice Department with all non-privileged information about individuals involved in or responsible for the misconduct at issue. This means all individuals, regardless of their position, status, or seniority, and regardless of whether a company deems their involvement as, quote, substantial, quotes, quote. When the Justice Department offers a company the opportunity to enter into a resolution for its misconduct, it is in that company's best interest to provide us with a full picture of what happened and who was involved. When we give a company the opportunity to come clean, it must come clean about everyone involved in the misconduct at every level.
Wow, guys. First, let me get my stuff adjusted back here for you all. And let me bring this handsome face back. I know you all missed me. It was only 2 minutes. Hope you didn't miss me too long. First, I want to say thank you to William for bringing that to my attention. And the first thing I'm going to do is like that, and we're gonna quote retweet it, and we're gonna tag MMAT, MMTLP, DOJ is coming, 100. Let's go. All right, there we go. So if you guys want to have access to that, if you guys want to have access to that, you can go to my Twitter, and I retweeted that post there from AMC to Moon. So thank you for putting that together. And the DOJ is coming, man. So let's freaking go. Gear say, holy crap, looks like they're giving him one chance to come clean about everything. Yeah. That seems very serious. And depending how this goes, we could see a big move in stock, because if all these companies are naked shorting, having synthetic shares, they are going to want to have those real shares on hand to cover this situation. So this could drive a price in the stock to go up. It really could. Go back to MMAT. Yeah, this could be something. We'll see. I don't know if And, you know, a lot of times these hedge funds, these shorts, they don't take this stuff serious. They just kind of laugh at it because they just kind of always slap them on the wrist and it's okay, you just pay this fine. But when are they really going to start stepping in and not just fine them, but start doing jail time? That's one thing that they do not want. These rich people, these rich hedge funds, they do not want jail time. You start threatening jail time, you best believe something's going to change. Things is going to change. You best believe it. Yes. All right. Yeah, that's a great video. All right. So I have 177 people, man. You guys are amazing, man. You guys are awesome. Sticking it out. Make sure my chat didn't freeze here. All right. I want to thank everyone that has watched so far. Smash the thumbs up. Everyone that's leaving comments, people that has left. Gearson is saying, whoa, Terry, if you search DOJ, that video comes up, and guess what? The comments are turned off. Let's go. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. That could be big news. It may take time for this to all play out, but I think these shorts are going to be sweating, man. It does not look like they're playing around anymore. Yes. If you start threatening these people with jail time instead of these fines, you know, they could fine them a couple million ain't nothing to what they're stealing from us on the market, what they're stealing from these companies by shorting them down to the ground. You need to start threatening them with jail and prison. You start threatening jail and prison, you're going to see some stuff change because they do not want to go to prison. I'll tell you that right now. JM, I am late to the party, waiting on that divvy. Yes. We did cover a lot of information in today's stream. Hey, Charles, what's up? Hello, everyone. Yes, welcome into the stream. If the penalty for crime is a fee, there's only a crime for the poor. Yeah, that's true. All right, Courtney said someone posted cost to bar for MMAT is now in the 40%, then retraced. Can we check Fintel real quick just to see? Yes, we can go absolutely to Fintel. MMAT, short interest. And let's get this updated. Metamaterials short interest. No, I'm only seeing on the short bar. Now, this is only what Fintel is showing, guys. Fintel is still showing 4.3%. Now, Fintel only does what they do in the dark pools. So, I don't have Ortex, unfortunately, to get Ortex's information, but Fintel is only showing 4.3%. So, I'm not sure where they got that number at, 40%. Yeah, I'm not sure they would have got the 40% at. And up here, Fintel is showing that short interest ratio is 4.44 days to cover the shares according to Fintel. Short interest percent of floats 15.14. Yeah. Hey, Paul. Hey, Terry. How's it going, man? Hope you bought that IMPP dip I was telling you about. Unfortunately, I didn't buy IMPP. I did not. Unfortunately, I missed out on that one. I've been kind of just keeping cash to the side. I've been kind of buying MMTLP. That's kind of what I've been doing, actually, is buying MMTLP. Yeah, Courtney says, thanks. That's probably why they retraced their comment. Yeah, they were probably trying to see... I think people do it for fun. Oh, let's just go say they're going to do this and go see if people, do that. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got to go back and check the oil prices too. Dallas saying, what was Sterling talking about when an insider sold some MMAT? Do you know what I'm speaking on? I don't, unfortunately. I don't know. I do know that an insider recently exercised I know Insider exercised warrants, and they did sell some of their shares that they acquired to pay the tax man. So I do know that much, but I'm not sure of anything else. Yeah, not sure of anything else. WTI crude's at $124, and Brent crude is at 126. Don't be walking by any SHA high. Oh, I do want to, Charlie saying, can't wait to be a meta millionaire. Yes, sir. Let's go. I do want to let y'all know, ironic enough, have you all heard about the trucker convoy? Have you all heard about that? Okay, John saying that's why the float increased a little. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad we got an answer on that. I was kind of curious. I wasn't 100% sure. I just noticed that the shares outstanding increased. I'm like, that's 3.3 million of shares. So I just wanted to get an answer on it because I wasn't really sure. And I wanted to let everyone know that they did increase. But yeah, has anyone heard about the trucker convoy going from California down to DC? I just wanted to know if anyone heard about that. Because they're actually staying right now, like right in my hometown. Right in my hometown is where they're at right now. Yes, that is crazy. Yeah, William saying, yes, the convoy was in PA. Okay, so the convoy actually arrived at my area on Friday. So the trucker convoy, it's like 30 or 40 miles of truckers, of traffic. Hey, Brian Rapp, what's going on, man? Welcome in, Rapp. Yeah, so the convoy was going from California like to DC. And it's like 30 to 40 miles of truckers about the mandates and vaccines and things like that, I believe. I'm not 100% sure of everything on it, but they're not agreeing with the mandates and the vaccines and things. So they were driving from California to down to DC, but DC has everything like blocked off. You can't go really much near anything. So the convoy actually was like 10 or 15 minutes from my house. Ironic enough, the trucker convoy was like 10 or 15 minutes from my house. So actually, all the schools in my area let out on a 2-hour early dismissal because of the convoy coming into town because traffic was getting nuts. So yeah, pretty cool that the trucker convoy was in my local area. Everyone on my Facebook that, me and my wife's Facebook, we know, a lot of them went to the event. They were kind of having a big party, big celebration. And it was pretty cool that it's here in my area, my hometown. And they actually got here Friday. They stayed over Friday night into Saturday. And today, Sunday, they did leave. They went down to like the DC Beltway. They did 2 laps on the Beltway and came back up to my area. So they're staying here again. So they're here like all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So William's saying maybe more trucks leaving PA to join. That is true. It could be. But I just wanted to let you all know that. I think that's kind of interesting that the trucker convoy has been in my area for 3 days straight, basically. And they've been up partying like 10 or 15 minutes from my house. I did not go to it. But I watched a lot of people on my Facebook post their live videos going live up there. It looks like it's been one heck of a party, that's for sure. But yeah, just want to let y'all know that it's been in my area and it's kind of neat to hear about that. All right, guys. So I don't think I really got much more for you that I could give you, but I just wanted to come out here and bring up those little bit of information that I do have. I think I may come out and make a separate video breaking down the timeline, and I can do all the editing and stuff, so it's all put together in like an 8 to 10 minute video and breaking down the timelines. Yeah, William's saying I should have borrowed my uncle's deuce and a half. Yeah, man, you could have joined the convoy. You would have been like literally 10 or 15 minutes from my house. Yeah, you could have said, hey, I'm up here. I would have came up. If I would have known someone that was up there, I probably wouldn't have up to go visit them. That's for sure. But yeah. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it an end to the stream. I just want to say thank you to everyone that has joined. Thank you to everyone that's hit the thumbs up. Thank you to everyone that's leave a comment down below. And special thanks to everyone that's left a super chat in today's live stream. It means a lot. You don't even know, man. You all super chats have been great tonight. You all have been amazing. I am going to come out with a dedicated video of this timeline And I think it's fine. It's going to be very interesting in this timeline. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to start piecing this stuff together. And like I said, keep an eye on that separate video. And I'll catch y'all in the next one, guys. Have a great evening. Peace.